Okay, today we have an interesting conversation topic to dive into with Anand. We're going to talk about shell companies because the recent sanctions, what has brought into light is how Russian oligarchs have been using shell companies to invest in Western countries and the problem this is leading into for the Biden administration on tightening the screws on Putin. So, Anand, what is a shell company?
Okay. You are referring to an article that came in the New York
Correct.
Times. Okay. More than in United States, the real problem is in Europe and especially in London. Because London is desperate to hold on its status as the financial center, especially after its people stupidly voted them out of the EU.
Correct.
So they were desperate. You have to understand the mind of an authoritarian. He wants to control everything and wants to even know what each thing a citizen does. And they do this through a group of
Power ring.
powerful
Yeah.
allies
Yes.
who are very wealthy and who speed off the system and they siphon off the money. The money that is siphoned off authoritarian regimes like Turkey and Russia, and in this case especially Russia, has to be parked somewhere safely so that whenever Putin wants money, it can come back to him. So these money of Russian oligarchs is parked in London and New York. So a shell company is a company which has no business. It's a legal company which has been registered somewhere in the world, preferably in places like Cayman Islands or Bahamas, and at times in remote islands where it is only a numbered account. And through that, Russian dirty money is transferred to those bank accounts. And those companies in turn invest it in
American company.
America and in London. There is this New York Times refers to a particular advisor called Concord.
Correct.
This Concord advisor specializes in creating shell companies in third party countries, that is, countries which are neither UK, US, or Russia, or teach these Russian guys how to move money there, and from there, how to bring it into the US and to England, and then through them, feed it into hedge fund managements. So these guys have copious amounts of money. If you have wondered who is investing in hedge funds, it is these kind of oligarchs who are investing in hedge fund. One such hedge fund investor is Ambriviac. I don't know whether I'm getting the pronunciation right. Ambriviac, who owns that Chelsea
Correct. Football
football
team.
club. He is supposedly worth $13 billion. And according to the article put out in New York Times, he is the major
Force.
force behind this Concord advisors. Now, what has happened is suddenly Putin, nobody expected Putin to attack Ukraine. I don't know whether his allies expected him to attack from the visuals that are coming in, but he has attacked. So these oligarchs were the first one who were targeted. Now, Ambrivac says that he is not sanctioned. We don't know. And he is trying to sell that football club after 13 or 14 years of ownership. Now, all these guys have very good lawyers,
In
PR
accounting, yes.
firms, and lobbyists representing them. They receive fees in millions of dollars.
Correct.
So the lobbyists lobby the members of Congress and the Senate. So a lobbyist makes money. Obviously, the senator and the congressman benefits out of it as per act legally, and it's a fat check. There are reports that these guys were billing $90,000 a month. So that is a lot of dollars
Coming.
which is being paid to these guys. And now, because the sanction has come, there are two things that is a problem. One thing, the government may lash back at them and say, why are you representing these guys? And the second is reputational damage, that you are tainted by what Putin is doing and you are representing sanction clients. So these are two things. So some of these law firms are now saying we have nothing to do with this guy. You have been representing him for years, collecting millions of dollars in fees.
Please, correct.
Now you are saying I don't have anything to do with these guys. Especially lawyers representing Russian banks which have been sanctioned. VTB and Rosensoft. Rosensoft is a oil and gas company.
So, but all of
Incidentally,
this is legal. I mean, only thing they're trying to protect is their reputation now.
it was legal till Putin invaded
Invaded Ukraine.
Ukraine. Now there are sanctions. That means this money has to be frozen. Like Russia's, more than 50% of Russia's foreign reserves are frozen. Now, obviously, who will like your money to be frozen? So they will try to take it out. Now these are billions of dollars. London's economy runs on this financial capital.
True.
If London is no more the financial capital, this will not run. The real estate will collapse. All the major
Domino effect, yes.
real estate, big whatever you are talking is owned by these jokers. So if they walk out, lot of these lawyers, finance guys, high city types will lose their job and they won't have anything to
Ripple
do.
effect will be huge, yes.
Ripple effect will be huge. It will affect the London economy. Also, you are not dealing with Europe. That is, you don't have a direct access to Europe like what you had before. And you are trying to do individual packs which are not fully in place, which means reputation of London will suffer. In fact, we discussed ARM holdings once.
Correct.
So London is in a position where it needs every big guy it can have. Now we have banned these guys. In America, the law is even more clumsy. It says lawyers can still represent these guys by taking a permission from the treasury. There, the reputation damage comes. If you are the guy referring,
going around saying
I'm Putin's lawyer, what will happen in public is you will get spat on. So what has happened? What was $90,000 a month has become nearly $1 million a month to represent these guys. Because I am taking a big reputation, personality risk in
going
around and saying that this guy is responsible. And also, there are lawyers and auditors who specialize in hiding these assets. Now, in normal times, this didn't matter. But now it matters because the world is feeling.
They're all watching this.
They are watching this. So if the world feels bad for Ukraine. So if you are seen as a guy who is protecting these guys, it's a terrible damage. So now what it emerges is, Putin wouldn't have been the autocrat if he had been, if these guys had not pumped the money back. And very sadly for the world, these so-called protectors of democracy were the ones who were protecting Putin and funding him and enabling him and funding him by giving a safe conduit for the parking their funds.
Because everybody wanted a cut of the party.
No, everybody got it. The lawyer got his money. The finance guy got his money. The lobbyist got his money. The politician got his money. Everybody was happy. And Putin spoiled the whole thing by invading Ukraine and everybody became an enemy. Now he is threatening NATO. He is threatening Poland. So I would have normally said this is not possible. But Putin, being crazy, what he is sitting in a nuclear bunker, can decide that what is wrong. Let me bomb Poland also. And if Poland is bombed, NATO has to act.
US has no option but to
act. So we don't know what is happening. And all this hiding of funds will come back to haunt these guys. So basically, for Putin to stay in power so long, it was the Western financiers, lawyers and the PR guys along with politicians who made it possible. That's what New York Times is saying.
So what do you think should be the solution going forward? Do you think shell companies should be allowed to function or not?
No, shell companies will always be there.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. But you should know, why will I take my money abroad? There are only two reasons why I will take my money abroad.
We try to take it from you.
Yeah, one, your taxes are too high. I don't want to pay the taxes. Second, I am not sure of my money, keeping my money here. I always have a feeling that I'll be pushed abroad. So why not park some money abroad? If you don't address these concerns, people will keep on pushing money abroad. In Russia, people thought that, the oligarchs thought, why risk it? Putin goes.
Correct.
They hop on a jet and come to London. They can enjoy the spoils of war.
Correct.
So the sad part is the so-called liberal democracies encourage this nonsense. This is the problem.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed this discussion with my brother. Thank you for watching. Be rich. If you like this video, kindly share it with your friends and relatives. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. Once again, I thank you for supporting Be Rich. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.